Hello folks, we're running just a tad late tonight. Was looking at trying to get a bot set up in a couple of minutes and it is not going to work out tonight. Was hoping that we'd be able to get that going so that at the very least we could look up a queue, because we're pretty much booked for the entire night. I don't expect to have an issue. Give everybody a chance to get connected. It looks like we are live on YouTube and Twitch, so we're good in both places. So we'll be starting tonight with one of the levels we skipped previously, and we'll get back in on that one. The creator has made a couple of tweaks to it, but was not a bad level by any means before. It was just a matter of, didn't have time for it. And, and to that effect, I'm actually going to work tonight and try and be a little better with time. And instead, I'm going to limit myself to 10 attempts. Oh, I forgot. It's password, not the level I'm looking for. That's what I get for multitasking. So I'm going to try 10 times per checkpoint. And if I can't make it in 10, we'll skip it and come back to it in the end. Alright, so Wild Wily's Fortress. Let's give this one another go. Okay. Top jump. Slide. Okay, it's not so bad. Whoa, momentum. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just at the wrong time. Okay, yeah, here is one of the minor... Oh, come on. Can't believe I did that. That was one of the minor changes from before. They went in with the assumption that a screen transition wouldn't happen if there were tiles on the next screen. That's not actually the case. Instead, you just transition into a wall. That's not to say that that's not a valid assumption, and it's probably how it should work, but that's not how it actually works. So I would almost... I don't know, that one's a hard one to classify, whether it's a bug in the engine or an oversight on behalf of the creator. It's kind of weird on where that particular blame would lie. life. Oh, that hitbox on the top of them spikes, or bottom of the spikes. Terminology. Still don't have the bot working. That has the issue with YouTube and Twitch. And even if I did, that's actually a different command for the Mega Man Q. It's actually Mega Add. But I put one in to restream. I don't honestly think it's going to work. You can give it a shot. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Here we go. Deep breath. Oh, 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 come on. Ah, so close. Oh, yep, slipped up on that one. Oh, that is just frame perfect. Oh! I've had a slid right on time. I hit the button just a second too soon, so I ate the input. Oh, I went too far to the left. Gotta hit right as soon as you cross that edge. Oh, I lost track of how many times I've tried. Let's say 4, 5. I might give this one a little leeway though, because at least it's fairly short gap. It's not, I'm not spending a whole lot of time per try. Oh, come on. Yeah, like I said, I don't have chatbot set up. If I did, it would be through Restream, because that's across both platforms. Because I'm not strictly on YouTube. But like I say, it's not set up. I'm not even sure that it's technically compatible. I could try a couple of the commands for the other bots to see if any of them work for Restream, but it's not officially listed anywhere on Warp World. I could probably get into the forums and try and talk to some people or the Discord and figure it out, but I haven't had time in 24 hours. Alright, we're going to give this one a time since it's relatively quick retries. We'll give this one another 3 minutes. Okay, that was doing nothing at all. No slides, no nothing. Alright, I gotta stay to the left when I transition so that I don't have to go so far. It's one of those, I gotta get it down, muscle memory. Ah! Every time he goes over that edge, he just pops his head up just enough to get hit. Oh, nope. Okay, that was an odd one. Came back to the right. I left a little too fast. Ah, so close. I'm fairly certain that if I got through that last one, that would be the end of it. Oh, finally. Yeah, I technically went over my 10 attempts, but I decided since it was a relatively short turnaround, I would be okay with going based on time instead. Oh, I'm dead. Let's try this. Yep, that's it. Up. Must have walked off the edge. Yeah, there we go. For a second, it was going to freeze on me. Alright, we're going to mark that one completed. Okay, so here's my thing. Most of that level was actually very good, very solid, very clean, presentation-wise, nothing outstanding. The tile set in the outdoor area is not great, but that's not his fault. That's just because it was a Mega Man 1 tile set, and it's a little lacking in terms of dynamic edges and that sort of thing. But that last section, that pushes it into a direction that I'm not a fan of. People love Kaizo stuff. That's why there's a whole subgenre of stuff that's Kaizo and whatever. But that was a little too tight, timing wise, for me to enjoy it. So, to that effect, I'm not going to downvote it because it was not bad. It just was not my taste. But I can't upvote it because of that one section. And I'm sure that's probably why they got the 2 downvotes. I can almost guarantee you the 2 downvotes they've got were because of that Quick Man section. Because let's face it, nobody likes the Quick Man beams anyhow. But then to have them on that quick of a timing, it's bad enough in Quick Man stage, but at least his was mostly downward motion, and it funneled you into a particular direction for the most part. But that was some pixel perfect edges in some of those cases, and that was just pushed it a little too far in the not fun direction. Alright, let's load up the next level. Panda Boy, got quite a few on the queue already. We'll try and get to them first. I'll try and get back to you. Let me actually add that one to the queue. Actually, I can't right now. I'll add it after I've played this one because this one's got the data currently in it. And I'll add it in, and if we get to it, we can tonight. Let's see, top spin. Oh, that's all I've got. Okay. I like how you can just hold it and it just you start spinning. So basically, I will run through this level as if I had a charge shot because I will be using this on every jump, unless you know something comes up later specifically so that you're not supposed to do that. Ooh. Oh, just shy. Oh, fun. Let's see. Oh, I went too far. Let's just load up just a smidge. That was my fault. I have not got good timing. Oh, come on! I thread the needle and go right between them. That's just terrible on my part. I did it again! You've got to be kidding me. Clearly, I am not proficient with Top Man. Oh! I came up short. You have got to be kidding me. Just hit the enemy. That's all I have to do. I'm not frustrated at the level. I'm frustrated at me because I am completely incompetent tonight. See, did it again. I managed to hit 2 enemies at once, which screwed up my hits. I thread it every time. Every dang time. I gotta go faster because they move too fast. I can't keep up with them. I've actually lost track of how many attempts I've made. I really don't see how I managed to slip through all those. There were like 4 enemies right on top of each other. Okay, gotta jump on the first one, bounce on the second, then the third. Okay, I got it. Can I actually execute it is the question, because clearly that's my issue tonight. Oh, finally. Yes, checkpoint. Okay. Party Bowl! I forgot that was a way to end the levels. I'm gonna give that one a plus. That was creative, even though I absolutely choked at it. Let's see. Let's mark that one completed. And I'm gonna queue up Panda Boy's level there. Alright, so that level's queued up. And let's load up the next one. Up. Copied too much of that. Try this again. There we go. Alright. Jungle Zone Act Y? I thought it said something else when he submitted it. Could be wrong. If memory serves, this is actually a remake of a Sonic game. Assuming for the Game Gear slash I don't remember what it was called in your Mega Drive, whatever. It just goes to show you that different things are strengths and weaknesses for different people. Okay, what have I got? I got the axe. I've got T-beam. I don't even remember what that is. Magnet missile, windstorms, kick, master system. See, terrible. Not even. Oh, Thunderbeam. Duh. Why didn't I remember that? Yeah, I love Sonic, but I never really played the Game Gear or Master System games. It was all Genesis for me. Well, Genesis and after that. So I'm not familiar with these levels. Like, I don't know that there is a bridge zone in the original Mega Man, the original Sonic. But see, and that's all I've ever even knew as far as they existed. I'm sure the Master System version was better. Obviously, it's a better system, more power, and that's what it was designed for. Most ports are less than ideal, especially if you're downgrading versus upgrading. But, you know, some people do good work. Sometimes you get a good port. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's very solid so far. You know, and this is just something you can't help with the way the systems are designed here. But it's like the water tiles. It would be nice if you could edge them out so that you couldn't see the background. But sometimes you can't help that because that's just the way things work. And you got to work with what you're provided. That's why I would personally probably be reluctant to use any of the early tile sets from like the original Mega Man or any of those, because they just don't have that same level of complexity. They don't have outer edges and things like that. They're just kind of one block. This is your solid block, and live with it. That's all you're getting. Yo. I don't know how I feel about a door with nothing on top. It kind of just disappears into nothing. It's a little weird. Okay, so we got Sparkman up here. I don't know that it's his weakness, but this is working pretty good, so I'm gonna stick with it. Is he gonna pose? Yep, he posed in the air. Yeah, that's a good one. Like I say, there's some issues with the tiling on the edges of the water and things, but that's something you can't help. Something you just gotta work around. So we'll mark that one completed. Queue up, next level. Copy this in. Alright, depth charges. Alright. Another waterfall background, which I've got nothing against the waterfall background. It's just, I'm sure it wreaks havoc on the stream just because it's a lot on the bit rate. Okay, I'm gonna go back this way and see what's over here. Okay, it's a quirk. I'm not sure why it's doing this, and we'll let the devs know about that one. Oh, I didn't realize he came up there. I gotta slide one more time. Okay. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, that was so dumb of me. Dumb mistake. Ah, slid too soon. 8-man put. Whew, that looks real scary. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ah, I jumped too high. Wait a second, can I just... Oh, I bet I can. I'm gonna try and cheese this one. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't think that's supposed to end up down here. Alright, that was a slightly odd transition. Is it a ball store? Yeah, Yeah, that's always weird. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, let me think about this. Well, you certainly accomplished that. Yeah, possibly just a bit. Especially if he's not given a weakness at all, and you're in an arena that makes it difficult to even attack him. Especially when he does an area of effect attack. Whew, there we go. Yeah, you just gotta get him in the corner and like do what I did there and basically get him into a pattern that's just he don't get out of that corner, and you can do it. Yeah, actually that is on the stream, the queue. Let me see how far down it is. Let's see. 3 more levels. It's 3 down the queue. We'll mark this completed. Do up the next one. And enter ID. Picket Man's Robot Master Audition. And it's created by Zyborg. 8 plays, score of 2. That's actually his level name, so long it has broken my auto updater. I'll have to adjust for that. Alright. Yep, more Mega Maker. We had such a good one last night. But since we're doing double duty on Mega Man this week, for Maker Monday next week, I'm thinking I'll probably actually do my first Mario Maker. If anybody's got any of those levels they would like to share, I'll arrange somewhere to keep that. I'm not quite sure just yet. I've already got a Discord, so I will probably include them there. You can do that, or you can put them on here in the chat, and I'll put it in the queue once I finish this level. I just like to break stuff. Oh. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just for the stream anyhow, so I don't require screens. Oh, come on. Okay, so we got a checkpoint. That's good. Oh, life. Let's sit here and farm for a bit. I don't feel like it. Okay, hop up here. Okay, so there we go. Just I think I'm toast. Well, I'm definitely toast if I just walk off the edge. Yeah, I mean, honestly, unlimited ammo on the Metal Blade is not all that different from business as usual. Oh yeah, forget about that. Because that's not the normal behavior. I don't even think about it. It's like, oh, it's just they're not solid because they're not supposed to be solid. But oh, hey, they are. Okay. I want to get across. It seems like there's something would be over there. Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. I don't think so, based on the way it was put together, but it's possible. Oh, where am I now? Okay. Oh, yeah, not good. Oh, I'm guessing that's what the ladder's for. Oh, yep, it's reset. It's basically a door in Mega Maker. Or, I keep saying it. Mario Maker. No boss this time. I'm okay with that. Not every level has to have a boss. Yeah. Got a couple issues with transitions. Not sure that he intended to let you be able to jump on the box spawners. But still, pretty solid level. We'll give that one a thumbs up. Alright, mark that one complete. Pull up the next one. Alright, Arkanoid by Greencastle. Arkanoid, that sounds familiar. Where do I know that from? It's a game, I want to say. I don't remember. What have I got? Magnet missile. Okay. Okay, there we go. I gotcha. I'm assuming I was supposed to get hit. It's iframes. Alright. Oh, don't kill him. And I killed him. Dagnabbit. So here's just a very minor screen transition here. See, it shifts over, I would say, about what? One block? Block and a half? So what I would suggest is move that ladder over just a couple more steps. Have it come out same spot up here, but that would make the transition so that it doesn't pan as you go up the ladder. You can put it in here and I'll add it to the queue. We've got quite a full queue tonight already, so I don't make no promises that we'll get to it. Although a lot of these levels have been going a little faster than last night. I had a lot of hard ones last night. But yeah, just put the ID in the chat and dagnabbit, and I'll just queue it up. I want to get a chat bot going. Can't get a chat bot that's compatible with both Twitch and YouTube currently. But I am looking into it. Don't do that. And I killed him. Yeah, I don't know. The Metal Blades map. Dang it! I should have jumped onto him farther out. The Metal Blades would have made it possibly a little too easy, because this makes things kind of out of your control to a degree. The Metal Blades, it would have just been. It would have been geometry basically. It would have just been getting your angles right. Yeah, you can do both levels, and like I say, I'll queue them up, and I'll put them in the exact same order you give them to me, and we'll get to them if we can. Like I say, no promises. Oh, come on. There we go. Jumped too soon again. Alright, let's shoot to get that one right at the front last to keep this other guy out of the way. We've played through probably about 5 or 6 levels at this point. Yeah, there are definitely better options they could have used for having him let you out. I mean, I understand what they were going for, but yeah, the whole force damage thing and having to use the iframes is just, it's a little too touchy, especially going that far. Alright, where's this thing shooting? Oh, crud. I did that completely wrong. I assumed you had to get rid of them all. You've got to make the ball get to the end. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Pay more attention next time. Alright, so we obviously have to get these two so that it'll ricochet. So... oh, too soon. Okay, so it makes it bounce, bounce, bounce. Well, there's a couple places it could go. I'm gonna aim for this one though. I don't know if that's gonna do it. I'm probably gonna have to reset. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see how the ball bounces. Yep, nope. It's the wrong spot. We give it another shot. Okay, so definitely these two. And let's see, so if it does that, assume we want to get the top ones. Let's try that. Okay, let's give this a go. Oh yeah, that's it. I just gotta go fast enough. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? This is life up. I don't care about that. Okay. Oh, okay, that's weird. I didn't know that would do that. Okay. Okay, that was a little hard to dodge taking damage based on the layout, but the concept there was actually pretty neat. Was don't directly face the enemy, but get them to kill themselves. And I've seen one or two other ones like that. So, good core concept. I like the idea of that boss, but I don't know, the level itself, the puzzles were... It wasn't so much puzzles, it was really just, you know, it's timing. You just had to keep doing these things repeatedly, and there's a video I watched just this week. It's like, you know, a puzzle is something where you gotta sit there and solve it and figure things out. It's not, oh, you have to push buttons in a particular sequence. Now that could be a small part of a puzzle, but just the act of pushing buttons is not in and of itself a puzzle. And if I remember correctly, the video in question was talking about Sonic Boom and the puzzles they attempted to use there. So I think it's got potential, but the current execution just wasn't killing it for me. Oh, that was hilarious. I love that. That was awesome. Alright, dodge bomb, run, jump, shoot, and do not stop. That seems pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of jumping, a lot of running, a lot of shooting, and not a lot of stopping. That is a really long name, and you have just completely ruined my automatic level details. Oh, it's just slid. Oh, yeah, you got me there. Where are the bombs coming from? That's what I want to know. What is happening here? Like, he's throwing bombs at me from across the stage. Like, I can see them every now and then come by. I'm confused. What is happening? I think I'm screwed here. Okay, I'm calling it quits on this one. Okay, I saw the concept of it, and at its core, taking advantage of some odd quirk in Bomb Man's thing. Right, but I missed that going down, and I can't in good conscience, you know, say that any level that intentionally soft locks you, which there is no way that's not an intentional soft lock. Any level that intentionally soft locks you automatically gets a downvote in my opinion, because that's just a crappy level design. No matter how you square it, that's just crappy. Even on a Kaizo level, that's a crappy move. I know it's a thing they do a lot for Kaizo Mario levels. Doesn't make it any less crappy. So we're gonna say skip that one, because I didn't complete it. Load up our next one. So many people in there, just gigantically long names. I'm gonna have to adjust my level details, otherwise everything's gonna just overflow it. I'd do it right now, but I ain't got time. Alright, 14 plays, a score of 0. Mega Man versus Robo Donkey Kong. I'm curious to see how this goes. Holy crap, what was that? Okay, I can see this is going to be an issue. Yep. Sure, I will play this as a ridiculously long name level that I could have shortened a bunch. Sounds like fun. Yeah, you're in the queue. You're down at, almost the bottom of the queue. I had a couple more I was supposed to add and I forgot. I'll have to go back up and pull those out of chat and add those after I do something with this level. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. Alright, how many attempts have I put into this? I want to say I've put in probably 5 already, and that's probably being generous. It's like, I get it, those are supposed to be the Donkey Kong barrels, whatever. But there's 2 factors coming into play versus in the actual game of Donkey Kong. A, those barrels are moving towards you, so you've got 2 different objects in 2 opposite different directions, which means your net travel time between the 2, or travel distance, is different than a stationary object. Second of all, Donkey Kong does not have a ceiling that you bump your head on and just kill your momentum over. Oh, son of a gun. Yep, I'm gonna give it 2 more tries. We're not gonna count that. That was a mistake on my part. I got bored and was jabbing buttons. Hands off the controller. Okay. Son of a... Oh my god. This is... Why am I doing such stupid things? Okay, I know I've technically gone over 2 attempts, but it's because I've made very stupid mistakes on my part. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, shoot. I wish you could turn off down in A to slide. I mean, you dedicate an entire button to slide. There's really no use in having the button combo other than familiarity. So I wish that was an option to turn off myself. I understand people that grew up on Mega Man, which I played a lot of Mega Man, but I didn't grow up on it at a young age. I didn't get into Mega Man until I was in my teens with the Mega Man collections. Oh, thank you. Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying. If I've got a dedicated slide button, why would I need the combo? Because that's going to be just faster. And I understand, chat's lagging, I'm sure, so I've probably said things and we're on the same page and we just don't know it yet. Oh god, I cannot see them spikes on this background. That's it, I'm done. Screw it. No. Adios. I ain't putting up with that. And Kaizo levels, I understand some people like them. I don't like Kaizo levels, but beyond that, there is so many issues with it. Putting those black spike balls over top of a mostly black background, not a cool move. Putting those spikes in an area where you've got an overhead and it's basically what? 3 tiles, maybe 4 tiles high, and I don't know that they're black on purpose. I mean, that's, yeah, it's a bad choice no matter what. Whether or not it was truly malicious or just, you know, they weren't thinking about it, I don't know. Either way, that one gets down. I don't down a whole lot of things, but yeah, that one is a hot mess. Alright, we've got the Diamond Mine. MB only. I'm assuming that means Mega Buster. 5 plays, score of 2. It always weirds me out when it freezes like that. I'm just waiting for it to crash. I've only had 2 outright crashes. One was for server overload, and one was I did it myself. Somebody placed a checkpoint in the middle of a screen transition. I'm like, yeah, that's probably going to do some weird things if I respawn. So I intentionally went to the previous checkpoint through the menu, and sure enough, it completely crashed the game. So those are the only 2 crashes I've had, and one was somewhat intentional. Oh, crud. Oh, no. Oh, crap. That E-tank would have probably been nice. Okay, here is my overall feelings of this level so far. This portion down here, not good. Like this, it's hard to tell what's platform and what is background because portions of it are a little too similar. It's a little too dark. Just a little bit too confusing. Oh, crud. Should have charged shot. See, those are solid. That messes me up. Okay, we got the E-Tank this time. Right, because especially where those are placed, they are literally right in your way, and it's something you would think you could pass right through, but at the same time, they have to beat... Oh, crud. Blind drop. Not a fan. But they have to playtest their levels. They have to beat it to be able to submit it. I was hoping I could get over there. So you would think they would have ran into it and realized it. So, I don't know. That's one of those things they either didn't know and somehow managed to jump over it every time, or they just did it and ended up not caring. See, here's the thing. Edge of a wall that you cannot screen transition. Go ahead and put the wall here. It's 2 blocks. It's not going to make a big difference, and it conveys much better what you're doing. And this is just like empty space. It's pit peeve, bugs me. But see, here's another one that makes it look like it may have been, you know, accidental, because it's right in your jump arc in that, if you're coming over that. Yeah, I don't see how they could have not known it. I think it's a matter of, oh, well, this is where I want them to spawn from, so that's all that matters. Ignore the fact that they don't behave like they're supposed to. They're supposed to behave as not solid, but exactly. You always need somebody else to take a look at your levels beyond yourself, because you know everything. You know exactly what to do to not break something. And I had that issue in some levels I've made in the past, because I knew exactly what to do to not break them. Now, that's not to say that some issues that were found down the road, I'm like, how in the world did you ever manage to do that? Because I tried and couldn't do it. But, you know, that's, you get different people in and they'll do things that you never expected. Oh! So close. Alright, we're just gonna kite you around here, Bomb Man. Ah, don't get down in here with me. shot the wrong direction. If I'd have shot the other way, I'd have had him. Exactly. I play testing. That's what I do. But the thing is I don't typically do things that are out of the ordinary either, which would make me a bad real playtester. I mean, there was that one instance where I'm like, okay, I know this is clearly going to cause a problem, so I reset to confirm that it would crash it. But, you know, most of the time... Alright, so we got through the diamond mine. I am going to say there were some things that were either oversights or it was a matter of they just didn't care, and I'm leaning more towards the latter based on positioning of those spawners at the end. That's pretty clear that those had to have been there on purpose. There were some issues with the tile set over the background that made things a little hard to distinguish at times because there were overlaps there, and there was that one section that had an empty side on the screen without a screen transition, and that doesn't sit well with me either. Nothing super egregious though, so I'm not going to downvote. We'll keep it at a neutral. But it was pretty solid. It just had some presentation quirks about it that I'm not a big fan of. Alright, we'll load up the next one. Pharaoh of the Skies, Shadow Ranger. Okay, there we go. Alright, what do we got? We got Charge and Metal Blade, Rush Coil, Windstorm. Okay, sounds good to me. And I'm just getting a hint of lost frames here and there on this level, so something's going on in the background compared to some of the others that's bogging it down. I'm not sure what just yet. Could just be a size thing. I know that seems to be a common thread among some of the sluggish levels. Okay. That's actually not that egregious of an instance. God, I cannot talk today. Because that's perfectly something you could see. You could be on a rocky area and see a snowy mountain in the background. That's understandable. Now here is something that is. Here is something that I like it on the one hand, don't like it on the other hand. You look at the screen, it is completely empty. That is a bad thing. There is nothing here but 2 blocks for you to stand on. But, and here's the one thing that I do like about it. It properly handles screen transitions from vertical to horizontal. There are no odd camera switches because it's locked in one direction. You transition upwards, and then on the next screen you transition horizontally. So the camera doesn't do any of its weird jump to Mega Man's position or pan to Mega Man's position. It's very clean. The problem is this is not filled in the slightest. Probably what I would have suggested is maybe go back and forth and go back over to the left side one more time so that you come in on the left side, and then you could have something here. if anything, you could actually basically do this screen right here and it would be okay, because you would be coming in on the far side of the screen over here, and that would help prevent the camera pan. And then basically you could just omit this room over here entirely. But again, that's just one of them transition things. It's a quirk of mine, and it's one of the things you just have to work around the engine to do the little things that just adjust things so that they transition properly and you don't have empty or dead space. Oops, that was a collision. We'll see if we can get to it. Ah, crud. Dang it. I've actually already got a couple that I've forgotten to go back and add, which I need to do when I finish this level, but I've said that at least twice already. I'll have to take a look at the queue and see how many we've got. Like I say, we had almost 25 going in tonight, and we've added 2 or 3 more since then. So I'll get to them tonight if I can. If I can't get to them tonight, we'll do it on the next Mega Maker stream. We'll probably be doing Mario next week for Maker Monday rather than Mega Man, just because we got 2 streams this week for Mega Man instead of 1. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. I was too busy trying to get adjusted on the rush jet. I wasn't paying attention to where I was actually flying. Yeah, it kind of feels like a shmup. Oh god, no. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh no, I slipped. Oh no. Oh crud, I went the wrong way. Okay. That's not bad though. I was gonna go to the left and I was like, oh wait, no, I can go to the right. Last second, nope. Should have stuck to the original left. I'm just gonna go up here. Goodbye. Oh, okay, that's weird. Oh hey, I didn't even know that. All these years. Why did I jump there? I know why I jumped. Why didn't I think not to jump? Yeah, it was like basically the Rush Marine, but in the air instead of strictly water. Screw you, I'm just going under here. Okay, we got a save point. What do I need to do with this? I'm gonna say Rush Jet, because this may be some weird boss. Oh, it's not a boss. My bad. Yeah, see, somebody earlier said something about, oh, good thing they gave you infinite ammo with the Metal Blade. Metal Blade is practically infinite ammo anyhow. It uses so little. Do the Mega Shuffle. Oh, still don't read. And away we go. We'll just fly over top of everyone. Goodbye. This is to all the little people. Okay, I'm not sure about your placement. You don't seem exactly threatening. Ah, whatever. Right, it is better. Yeah, it's definitely better than the Mega Buster, but it doesn't use that much weapons energy. Granted, it's fairly weak for a special weapon. It's not one of the stronger ones in most cases, but its versatility is great. Can't get enough time. Yeah, I mean, Charge Buster is obviously the way to go in most cases, and honestly, the Charge Buster breaks everything. Adding a charge to the original Mega Man, at least, just kind of broke everything. Which I'm assuming that's probably why they didn't bring it back for Mega Man 9 and 10. I think it was funny when I was playing the Mega Man games the first time through, and even still when I play Mega Man games, I don't use weapons energy all that much. I tend to stick to the Mega Buster. I don't know why, it's just always been... I want to get up there and see what that was. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna annoy the crap out of me, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that's the other thing is... Okay, what's gonna happen here? Okay, you cannot screen transition into a slide. That's a good thing. Because the larger charges, especially, I mean, they just basically hit everything. Okay, let's see here. Alright, Pharaoh man. I'm gonna die anyhow. I'm not wasting my weapons energy in this one. Oh yeah, we got you in a pattern. Stun locked him. Yeah, and that's always been the way I played, is I never used them in a level, and then I see people play, you know, people do speed runs, or just people that play Mega Man generally better than I do. And they use weapons energy all the time. They use their special weapons for everything. And I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, this is completely different, you know, paradigm to the way I play. And it's just, it's surprising. It's just completely different. Okay, let's see. They had what some people thought was an odd tile set choice in the very beginning. I'm actually okay with it. Like I say, I'm not a general fan of the early Mega Man tile sets in general because they're very flat. They don't have any dynamic edges or anything. So they tend to look a little boring. But as far as combining that with the snowy background, I'm perfectly okay with that. That's perfectly reasonable, and actually I would consider it relatively unique choice. Because most people, if they got a snow background, they're going to use a snow foreground, because that's just, you know, everybody wants to think everything's close together when it doesn't have to be. So, actually, while I'm sitting here yapping, let me go back and pull those levels from the chat and add them to the queue. Just thought of that. So there was that. There was the transition early on that I like the fact that they accommodated for it, and that they did it in a way that was what I would consider neat and not a jump cut. But to that end, they also did not utilize that space that they added in a good manner. And there were a couple of small tweaks they could have done there to adjust that. Overall though, I still think it was a very good level, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I've added the 2 additional levels to the queue. Let me scroll down through here and make sure there's not any other ones I have missed. We'll add them into the queue as well, if I have. And here's one. Add it in. Okay. And okay, we're up to speed. So yeah, we got everything queued now. Next up, Aerobase Vanguard. Six plays, score 2. Kendros was the one who made this level. Another long load time. I don't know what's up with that. I love this music. It's just, I don't know that this is a popular tune to most people. I really love this song though. Okay, now, yeah, that's not cool. Okay, I thought for a second there that was another one of those bad transitions, but it worked out. Okay, I like this. This is one of those little level flourishes that emerged in Mario Maker. Was using things for decorative intentions. That platform, there's no way you can get on top of it. But it looks like a nice little just flashing light. I can imagine a klaxon going off and we're like in red alert on Star Trek or something. So I like that. That's a nice little flourish. Okay, so here's another example. It's good that the transition moved like this so that the screen did not pan, but this screen is underutilized. It's not quite as egregious as before, because at least it does give you a sense of, okay, I'm high up, this is somewhere, I'm on a precipice, versus the other one, which was literally just 2 blocks. That was kind of dull. Not a great background choice though, because as you'll see here when you transition, it tiles. Okay, so this tower just, it's in chunks. It's like, oh, I guess we're shooting a bunch of missiles off simultaneously that look like these pillars. So that's a little quirk, and that's not something I even knew was a thing, to be honest. So I don't know if that's all tile sets, or not tile sets, if all backgrounds do that, or if it's only some that were not intended to be vertical. Like, I know that wasn't intended to be vertical in the original game, but I was wondering if there were different backgrounds that the developers of Mega Maker intended for certain ways and didn't intend for other ways. Okay, so there's a portal somewhere to get over there. Oh crap, I can't see. Okay, it's not there. Oh, another bad screen transition here. It goes from one tile set to another. Again, that's not anything that's a problem with functionality and doesn't detract from the playability of a level. It's just one of those little details that drive people like me crazy. Not everybody's like me, to be fair. That's a good thing. Everybody was like me, we'd never get anything done in this world. And we've got a split path. Ah, I wonder what's the other way. See, now here's a guy who realized those were solid because he put them as part of the floor. That you were clearly going to walk on them. Another odd transition. I think, I'm not familiar with the tile set, so that may actually be the bottom, but it seems a little abrupt. I would have to look at the whole tile set to be 100% sure. And that's the other thing, is you have to work with what they have. And I mean, even when I made a level for the Make a Good Mega Man level contest this go around, and I had to make some custom tiles just because they didn't have the proper transitions I needed. And right, everybody's not focused on tile sets and transitions. Most people probably aren't, to be honest. But it's something that I pick up on, and I'm sure other people do as well. Okay, that was an odd transition. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. would have considered putting a wall there to account for that. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's version 1, and it's great for version 1, especially for a fan game versus, you know, people want to compare it all the time to Mario Maker. But it's like Mario Maker was made by an actual development studio that had, you know, dozens of people working on this game. So of course they've got the extra Nintendo polish. But this is absolutely great for something that somebody just put together. But really the biggest limitation is not, you know, it's not Mega Maker in and of itself. It's the original assets you have to work with, because they made those assets specifically for their uses and their circumstances, and because of that they don't have things for every possible thing you could want. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of checkpoints that actually are in the boss room, but again, that kind of comes down to a tradition thing. I'm not going to say that's bad design by any means. If anything, in a way, it's better design than the originals, because you get right into it rather than, okay, we've got a screen transition every time. But, you know, tradition means a lot. That's why they still do it after, what, 20 years? 25 years? I can't remember what the time frame was between the first and last Mega Man proper game we got. That was actually not too bad. Get him in there and just go back and forth. Just have to make sure I don't slip up on any of the inputs. That one had a couple of odd transitions. Again, presentation's a big focus for me, but you know, it's a solid level and it's really good. A couple things I'd say: consider switching out your background to something that properly tiles for the horizontal scrolling. Make sure that your tile sets do not abruptly change. Like, you could totally do what you did there and change tile sets between those screens. You just need the bottoms and tops to come to an end. And most tile sets have that. They have a platform and an underside, and you just butt those up together, and it's going to be a change from scene to scene, but at least it's not abrupt. It's okay, this is the end of this one and the beginning of this one, not okay, this just becomes the other. But yeah, good. I'll give that one an upvote. Not even question giving that one an upvote. Alright, another Master System remake, if memory serves, coming up. The Bridge Zone, which is one of the only zones I can remember from the Master System Sonic. Of course, aside from the standard ones that we all know, like Green Hill, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we got Rolling Cutter, Quick Boomerang, Firestorm, and Magnet Missile, Skull Barrier. Oh, these guys are invincible from the back. I didn't even realize that. Okay, now here's here's one of those odd screen transitions, especially depending on where you are. Yeah, I don't know. It just behaves oddly. It just snaps. Yeah, I have to see how things progress and what would be a good alternative to that. I mean, it looks like for the flow of the level that actually was probably the right choice to make there. I just wonder if there's a way you could make the camera behave differently in that first section so that it doesn't do the odd transition later. I don't know if that would mean adding things to make it yeah, and I do think for this particular level having the panning scroll works, especially knowing the source material. Like I say, it's just one of those things. I would look into a way to get the first portion of the level to scroll in the same way rather than whatever it's doing initially. It seems like it's flat and it's stuck to a plane, but then, oh no, okay, but then it switches for whatever reason, and I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to take a look at the level in the editor to kind of suss out why that might be happening. I think it might be possible to get it to scroll the same across the board, and then it wouldn't be an issue. It's just that when it transitions from the fixed camera to the following camera, it makes it behave oddly. Ah. That was easy when I used the actual correct weakness instead of being an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna say that was a good one. It's pretty consistent with the source material. It's a good level in its own right. Just the one little quirk is that screen transition, and I think there's probably a way you could adjust it to get that to not do that, and then you wouldn't have an issue at all. I mean, and again, that's a minor thing. That's just a presentation, a polish issue. But overall, very solid. I'd definitely give that one a thumbs up. Okay, there we go. For a second it was locked me out, wouldn't let me do anything. Alright, pull in the next one. Sparks and Recreation. It's another level by Greencastle. And load this one up. Well, you know, it just while I'm critiquing, just coming off a critique and everything, I don't want anybody to get the idea that I'm trying to be mean or anything, especially, you know. And on the one hand, they're my opinions, and I'll stand by what I say, but I don't mean anything by them. Like I'm not trying to try and hurt anybody's feelings or anything. And I'm not doing it strictly to be mean. and I just want people to know that. And I don't mean anything that I might say. It may come off as harsh or, you know, insensitive or just plain mean, but that's not where I'm coming from. I'm really coming from a place where I want to just help people to do what they enjoy and do it the best they can. And that's what you need. You need somebody that just crud. You just need somebody that'll give you the little things. People that'll say, okay, this is this, tweak this here. And I try not to. I try not to just come in and say something just as across the board bad. That's why I try not to mark anything as a complete down. I almost never downvote anything, and I try and be as positive as I can when I look at stuff. But at the same time, you have to. Why is this not working? You have to be honest with yourself about things as well, and that, you know, everything's got their quirks, and I understand that. I've been on the receiving end of it's unbreakable, of critiques that maybe I didn't necessarily agree with myself, but, you know, they were right in what they said, and I completely understand that. And like I say, not everybody's the same. Everybody's got their own opinions, their own quirks on what they think's important and not important. Like me, I'm not a fan of Kaizo levels, so that's something I don't really care for. Okay, this is safe, sorta. I'm scared. Okay, so I understand that, and I definitely respect people that like them, but, you know, there's a level of what I'm willing to put up with, and you have to ask yourself, am I willing to put up with this today? To quote Aaron Hansen, roughly. I butchered that quote. Oh, I've got myself in such a pickle. Oh, I'm so boned. Yeah. Yep. I should have killed all those things before I went in there. Okay, I'm seeing a flaw with this level so far, and that is that it is pushing very heavily for weapon usage. Heavily themed for, okay, use this weapon, then use this weapon, then use this weapon, and we've already had a level or two like this that we've had this discussion. It's forced weapon usage is not good. Weapons usage should be to get a perk, to get an extra, to get a, you know, a bonus, a nice to have. But when you force it upon someone, it makes things very difficult. Okay, I think I can get across this. Let's try this. Oh no, is this what I think it is? I think I accidentally just saved myself in the future. Thought for sure I could have dropped down there, but I can't. Right. 2, maybe 3 more shots, but there's just too many design decisions. We'll put them that way. They were clearly decisions. They were not mistakes. They were done on purpose. But they are things that do not serve the interests of most people very well. Because take this for instance. Not only is it one, it's not just one ability, it's two in combo. And if you don't get it the first time, you have to waste a second shot with your and lose even more weapons energy. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the design decisions made thus far. And if I were to guess, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do this again because I have to break these in order to progress later, which means I have to do them in this particular order. I have to go over here, get that. Okay, so I got over here, I got the weapons energy. Oh, another weird screen transition. I'm not even sure I've got enough weapons energy to actually progress anywhere at this point. Let me see. Okay, now I can still get up here. I've got no shield, which is what you're supposed to be using here. Because that's unavoidable otherwise. Yeah, I could restart the level to get my weapons energy, but that's my option. Move on. If I run out of weapons energy and can't get through, I'm gonna cut my losses, and that's the point I'm basically at. And damage boost through him. It's an odd place for a checkpoint. Okay, let's... I don't know, that decision confuses me. Why put a checkpoint there of all places? And I'm out of the charge kick. And I just screwed myself over. I can't. I'm stuck. I can't do it now. Okay. The odd checkpoint placement has gotten me intrigued, so I'm going to give it another pass and see what we can do with it, because this seems just, I don't know. It's an odd choice, and I want to see if maybe they're going somewhere with it. No, they should never be. That's bad decision, no matter how you shake it. But like I say, I have gotten slightly intrigued because of the decisions they've made, and I want to see where this rabbit hole leads, basically. That's what I can't figure out. It feels like it's just, you know, a gauntlet, but then you've got the odd checkpoint that completely puts stuff off and gives more of a maze-like vibe. So I'm not sure. It's got me intrigued. I'll say that much. I'm not a fan of a lot of the design decisions they've made, but they have got me intrigued with some of the choices they've made. Okay, so I gotta... What is happening? This is bizarre. Yeah, no. My intrigue is not up to the task. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not gonna give him a downvote just because it's kind of my policy. If I don't finish a level, I try not to vote for it unless it's just really, really bad. And they made some bad decisions, but it was at least it did get me intrigued enough to continue. Yeah, it's definitely a glitch. I don't know what happened. I will skip that one. Okay, the next one is Mega Man vs. the Robo DK Advanced. I'm just gonna remove that one from the queue altogether because we remember how terrible that one was. Let me take a look at the queue, see how many more we've got. Oh. Yeah, I've still got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've still got 13 on the queue, and looks like I just got a new one that I'll add for later as well. 4, 5, 3, 3, 7. Add that one in. Okay, so that puts us at 14. And there's clearly no way I'm going to finish those all tonight. So it's been roughly 2 hours, and I already didn't sleep well last night, so I'm a little behind on my sleep anyhow, so I'm probably going to call it quits. Let me go ahead and nab these and add them to the queue for a later stream. 6, 7, 4, 5, 1, and 6, 8, 9, 2, 7. And lastly, 6, 8, 7, 4, 5. Alright, so I've added all those that were just in chat to the queue, so we'll hit them up again the next time we go. Honestly, I expected to push through the queue, but we've still got so many of these left. I mean, by the time we added those in, we're probably back up to another 20, and we started with 24 tonight. So we're still about where we left off, I mean where we started from. So if I get more free time, won't be tomorrow. I can guarantee I won't be free tomorrow. Thursday is my usual Throwback Thursday streams. We'll be playing Cave Story Plus then. Friday night I'm busy. Saturday is usually a free-for-all day, and depending on how much time I have during the day, I may do actually 2 separate streams, one in the morning and one in the Eastern. Sorry, I saw chat pop up, and my brain saw Eastern and read that out loud. What time Eastern time? I'm actually in Eastern time, so 10:30 right now, and usually at night, if I'm streaming in the afternoon, or in the evening I usually start sometime in the time frame of 8:30 Eastern time PM. This is because got to get the kids to sleep, and depending on what kind of night we're having, sometimes I can get down here and get started earlier. Sometimes it starts in a little later and ends up about 9. I've been doing really good this week, and I've hit my 8 o'clock, or not 8 o'clock, excuse me, 8:30 most nights this week. I was a little late tonight, but that was because I was trying to set up a bot real quick, and that's not something I can do quickly. It's going to have to take time to make sure everything's done properly. But Thursday night I'll be streaming, shooting for 8:30 as usual. We'll be playing Cave Story Plus. I've made it through the Lost Cave, I think was the name of it. Yeah, it's right before the final boss of the good ending. Not the best ending, but the good ending. So we'll do that. Might finish the game Thursday night, might not. Saturday, back to Saturday. If I've got the free time, and I'll have to check my schedule. I don't believe that there's anything going on this Saturday, and my phone just died, so that's wonderful. I can't check my schedule at the time, but I got a quick glance. It looked like there was nothing scheduled for Saturday, so I'll probably end up getting in 2 streams on Saturday. So for you guys that are here and are clearly interested in the Mega Maker series, I've got quite a few levels still on the queue, so I'd like to get those done, and I'd like to do that Saturday. So just try and get a quick little poll from you guys, impromptu, nothing formal. What would work better for you guys in terms of catching up with the Mega Maker stream on Saturday, either in the morning or afternoon? I can't be more specific than that. General time frames would probably be about 9 or 10 Eastern until, say, noon to 1 o'clock, depending on obviously when we got started. I'd take a lunch break. I'd come back after that about 2 to 3 and run until roughly 5 to 6. And that's Eastern time, remind you. So that would be what? It'd be very early for those on the West Coast. That would be, what, 6 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. So it's either that, or if I do it in the afternoon for me, that would be roughly somewhere between 11 and noon West Coast time. So anybody have any preference in terms of earlier or later? I typically can't do a late night like this, and this is hardly late night. It's late for me. That's what you get when you're a dad. So yeah, I figure most people that I've got, this is the stream so far that for me has got the most dedicated following for sure. I have people that show up to the others, and I have people come in and come out. But this series is what, I've got people that come in and people that engage. And this is my favorite stream right now, because this is what people get in. They want to talk, they want to have conversations, and I can engage. So that makes you guys that are here right now, it makes you guys a priority in terms of scheduling around that. So we got one guy saying afternoon. I imagine for most people, it is going to be afternoon, because especially once you factor in the time zone, that's very early West Coast for people, and I'm probably got people from outside the U.S. as well, and I don't know exactly where they fall in the time, but I mean, the only thing I was looking at streaming other than Mega Maker Saturday, it's probably going to do some Splatoon 2, and that's just general spectator stuff. It's not really something that I need engagement with. So what we'll tentatively say here, unless I get some people, a large number of people that object, is we'll shoot for an afternoon stream on Saturday. Like I say, sometime probably about 2 to 3 East Coast time, 11 to noon West Coast, assuming my time zone conversions are correct. Half the time they are, half the time they aren't. So we'll try and shoot for an afternoon for Mega Maker specifically. We'll do Mega Maker Episode 4, Part 4. I went with Part initially. I kind of wish I'd went with Episode for my naming conventions now, but what's done is done. And for Maker Monday, we'll do Mario. And I hope you guys have got Mario levels you want to submit. I know, not everybody is into both Mega Man and Mario, but I feel with the Maker series at least, there's probably a good intersection of that. So I'm hoping we can get some of that. Of course, I'll advertise elsewhere, the Super Mario Maker subreddit, for instance, and I've got a couple of Facebook groups that I'm a part of specifically for Mario Maker as well. So I'll put that in there, and hopefully we'll have a good queue of things to go up come Monday night for Mario. Be much simpler in terms of me on setup, because I'll be able to use Warp World just straight out of the box rather than having to do my custom stuff here. So that will be much easier on me, just in terms of setup compared to this. But trust me, I enjoyed this much more in terms of just the work I've had to do with the overlay. It was hard work, but it was work that was satisfying, and that's all I can ever ask for. But that looks like that's where we're going to head. We'll do Thursday night Cave Story Plus on Throwback Thursday. Hopefully we'll finish that up. Saturday morning I'll be doing Splatoon 2, and if we've got anybody out there that plays Splatoon 2, hit me up. Maybe we can get enough together to do a crew, and we can do that. Maybe even include voice chat through Discord, not the Nintendo app, because it's absolute crap from what I've heard. And Saturday afternoon, we'll go with Mega Maker, work through the rest of this queue, and of course, next Monday we'll do Maker Monday, and we'll do Super Mario Maker rather than Mega Maker next week. Again, if I get some time in between, I get some free time here or there that I didn't expect, maybe on Sunday afternoon, or maybe it won't be until next week, but maybe I'll have another Tuesday or a Wednesday free, and we can just throw in a Mega Maker here and there, because I got a lot of response out of it, and I'm getting a lot of level suggestions, and I'm putting it out there to the forums and the subreddit, but that's pretty much it. I haven't sent much out to the Mega Man community at large in terms of trying to get a response in levels, because I'm already overwhelmed just trying to get through these on the schedule that I have. I would love to be able to dedicate more time to it and do more, but between work and family responsibilities, you got to squeeze in where you can. But hey, I've had fun with you guys tonight. I always enjoy talking with you, and I hope you enjoyed it, had a fun night, and we'll talk to you Thursday if you're there for Cave Story. Maybe I won't see you till Saturday, maybe I won't see you till next Monday. I may never see you again, and if I don't see you again, it was good having time with you tonight, and I hope that we both got something out of it. I know it was an experience for me, and you made a difference on me. Even if we never see each other again, just know you made an impact. And so I'll talk to you guys later. It's been fun. Bye.